Hello, my name is Sabrina, and I will be discussing all information on my chosen interest group. I chose the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, abbreviated to the NAACP, which is a civil rights organization in the United States. This interest group was founded February 12th in 1909. Their headquarters today are located in Baltimore, Maryland. The CEO of the NAACP is Derek Johnson, since he was appointed in October 2017. Working alongside Johnson and helping him push his new ideal is a team that includes an extensive amount of senior staff, the National Board of Directors with the chairman, Leon W. Russell, vice chair, treasurer, secretary, and more, and the NAACP Foundation with its own set of officers. The mission of the NAACP is to ensure the rights of all people in areas of life and eliminate race-based discrimination. On the first page of the NAACP Constitution, they hold a list of objectives that discuss all the things this organization will ensure, achieve, remove, seek, inform, or educate on. In 1909, it was formed as a biracial endeavor to advance justice for African Americans. In an effort to maintain their mission worldwide, this organization has more than 2,200 branches with some 500,000 members worldwide. After discussing the amount of participants in the NAACP, becoming a member can happen in a number of ways. If you register as a new member, you get access to education, healthcare, economic opportunities, advocate for your own community, and more. You can also gift a membership to any individual. Lastly, you can subscribe to the youth or adult subscription. The benefits to becoming a member include the Perks Card Network that is free just for being an NAACP member, with daily updates to over 15,000 vendors to get deals on prescriptions, restaurants, insurances, and more. In addition to the mission of the NAACP, they also support other issues, including federal advocacy with the NAACP Washington Bureau, that turns priorities into federal public policy through the legislative process. The Environmental and Climate Justice Program supports leadership from the community in order to address this issue. For the issue of health, their focus is the right for people of color to receive optimal and affordable health care. NAACP Hollywood Bureau deals with diversity and minority employment in Hollywood. Criminal justice includes treatment for addiction and mental health problems, racial disparities, and at all levels of the system. NAACP Economic Department aims to address economic realities including poverty, lack of jobs, foreclosures, etc. Lastly, for education, they are determined to eliminate racial inequality and ensure that disadvantaged students are set on a path of success or college with access to great teaching and challenging curriculums. I was unable to locate much information on issues opposed, but wanted to ensure that what I included would be factual. The NAACP opposes privately managed charter schools because it can be compared to segregated schools, which goes against all they stand and fight for. They support abortion but don't support the pro-life movement. The NAACP signed on a bill that would end the practice of race-based abortions. They claim that Frederick Douglass were not advocates of pro-life, so neither will they be. In the same field of supporting and opposing, the NAACP has supported many bills with very few opposed views on a bill. One bill the NAACP supports is Strengthening America's Schools Act of 2013 and the DREAM Act of 2010, that in long is known as the Development Relief in Education of Alien Minors Act. The bill authorizes Homeland Security to stop removing aliens who may be under the age of 16 but has lived in the U.S. for 5 years prior to the bill's passing, obtained a GED, high school diploma, or accepted into a college or university in the U.S., under the age of 30 when the bill was enacted, have a good moral character, and has never been convicted under federal or state law, and instead offer them the opportunity to live and participate in the U.S. One bill the NAACP opposed was the Agricultural Reform, Foods, and Jobs Act of 2013. In brief, the passing of this bill resulted in a $40 billion cut in food assistance throughout the following 10 years. In order to do this, food stamps would be limited and restricted. Besides the different bills that they opposed or supported, in the following slides I will go into how they endorsed or donated money for individuals or policies that will push for a focus on NAACP's mission. On the topic of endorsements, there was a press release article on the NAACP government website that discusses in brief how they do not endorse or publicly approve and give their support. They do, however, encourage civic engagement through voter registration activities and try to oppress voter discrimination or policies that may make it difficult to vote. It seems that if they interact with the candidate, they are trying to educate and advise them to support policies that further push NAACP's mission. On the other hand, they did donate money. While they don't donate large amounts of money, the highest amount in one year that I noticed was around $4,000, and to what seemed like only Democrats, but some years there were few to maybe only 1 or 0 donations for the Republican Party made. The election year 2008, the only donation to a Republican was the President Mitt Romney, who was given $1,000. The election of 2012 and every election year to come after had no donation to any Republican. 2012, President Barack Obama received a total of $2,250, which was the highest amount of money given out that year out of 2 donations. The election of 2016, President Hillary Clinton received a $1 donation. Finally, as of now for the election that will be held in 2020, there have been 2 contributions to presidents. First one being Julian Castro receiving $13 and Joe Biden receiving a $1 donation. It seems that if the NAACP is going to donate to anyone, it will be someone who is part of the House or Senate. This also may be since there are more members in House and Senate than presidential. I chose a year that offered a good amount of donations throughout the House and Senate. As far as the House, overall, there were 4 donations. In the Democratic Party, there was Adolphus Towns receiving $1,015, Mark Kritz receiving $500, and Kendrick B. Meek receiving $250. For the Republican Party, the only House member, Steve Chobot, who received the lowest donation of 2010, being $205. In regard to the Senate, there were 3 total donations, but none being Republican. Harry Reid, Democrat, received $2,000, and both Democrat Chris Coons and Kenneth Lewis received $250.